Hello class, I want to begin our tutorial on completing the second literature review assignment. This begins with the title page and includes the abstract and then also finally the reference page. Before we go any further, I would make the suggestion, as I've stated here or printed here, that you look for a template relating to writing research papers or APA research papers. I know Word has several different options. Most software packages do include a template where you could be just beginning to type in certain things and it will automatically fill them out throughout the paper where they're supposed to be done. And I just think it'll make it an easier effort for you if you're able to use some kind of package software. And again, Word should have something in its template list. So for the title page, obviously the first thing here is our title. What's the title of your paper going to be? Your name, and then also your affiliation, if you would include your the institution that you're going to, the class name, and maybe the term even of this particular class that you would be taking, so that you can provide that information on the title page. The second page of your paper is going to be the abstract. Now the abstract is basically an introduction into what's going to follow, what's going to be in the body of your text, and what it is you're reporting on. So you need to be including important things here, such as introducing us to the research that you're going to be analyzing, maybe providing some definitions for us, maybe certain acronyms that you're going to be using instead of the long words that you would have to type out. All of that will make it an easier read, and it will also help us here to be introduced more thoroughly to the topic that you're going to be speaking about later on. The paper or the abstract should not be more than 250 words. That's about 2/3 of the page. It needn't be that long. Notice that there is no indentation. You just begin on the left margin and continue. Make sure though, and this goes for not only writing the abstract but in the body of your text, that you understand that you are a reporter. You're not to be making statements of fact unless it's backed up by something that you have read and where that's from. So if I do use, say, this space for a definition, trying to define what bipolar is, I might be able to utilize the book, or I might be able to utilize a website that deals with bipolar disorder or deals with the National Institutes of Health or something like that, where I can get a wording of a definition. Again, I'm going to attribute that not to my own words, but to the place where I received that information. So even if something seems like it should be just common knowledge, you need to be able to cite the reference. You just can't say, for instance, something like the sky is blue without saying that that's because of something you read maybe at a NASA website. It really does make a difference in the way that you write, that you are utilizing the words of others and reporting on that to us. So that's setting the tone for the paper. And I just wanted to show you a little bit of another student's work. And this is one of the papers that are up in place. And you can see here's one of the things. You'll get these additional titles done through the template, and it's even of a lighter font. It does it automatically. You don't have to do it that way, but again, I just think it makes it easier for you to type. So the abstract that this young lady wrote begins over here on the left margin, and she just begins to describe to us what it is that she's going to be reporting on, and giving us even enough information to make us more curious. Here's one study that includes 70 participants. Here's one with 74 participants. And this is about the connection between violent video games and aggression. So it's an interesting topic. Again, one that you should be that should generate your own ideas. What are particular interests that you have? Now she has laid this out in a very nice fashion here, and so you can see that this is really about only half of the page. But she has done a very good job here of laying things out and referencing where these things were that she noted. And here, this I believe is from the book that we were using in that particular class. So let me get out of that and go back to the literature review guide that I have placed in Blackboard for you. You can look at this. There's a lot of material that I've placed in here to help you write even the full body of your paper, but the abstract, and then moving back here to the reference page. This is something that you should have already done. This is the first assignment that you completed. All of the articles, places where you're getting information should be placed here, proper APA formatting, and it's arranged alphabetically from top to bottom. So, I hope that this helps you in completing the second exercise, and we'll also then begin to look at how you will be able to write the rest of your paper. But this is a good start, and as I review this work that you've done here, I will be doing this, giving you some feedback so that it might help you understand a little bit more about how to write the full paper. One final word, I would encourage you, if you have any questions beyond what we're able to deal with in class or in the tutorials, check and see through Student Services if you can get some assistance with writing to be tutored by a staff member or a fellow student that can help you with writing. I would encourage you to do that. Most students that have taken advantage of that in the past, I will tell you, write the best papers because they are getting good information and good help as to how to arrange things and make it clear that they're learning how to do this and taking advantage of all the resources around. And so I would encourage you to do that as well. All right, thank you and good luck.